Greetings, world. My name is Echo Augustine. I am being a unique person who is trolling on everybody's neuroconcreticism as I am looking for help, but it is also trying to unwind some projected psychopathy at my name change shown previously online as Ophelia Everfall. I'm saying you have psychosis in you, that you're projecting at somebody who's just doing what any person would do who is being tortured to death with an abundance of creative rationality and nobody who can hold that, and just kind of dunking on people for how they already hated her for changing her name the first time around and presentation, because that means they had to rewire pathways in their brain regarding a person they knew, and they refused to do that. Neuroplasticity is an unseen genocide. Everything's genocide when you're a trans woman, dude. It just adds to the top. Sorry, I'm smoking cigarettes. They help. I was gonna make a video here about something. Oh yeah. I'm never taking a pill, and I'm nonviolent, and you can't force me to. Your move, world. I'm not taking your shitty pills. I reached out to people today and I told them about what's going on, spiritual people. And I told them, hey, I am an oracle. I know what that is. It's somebody who has schizophrenia of a unique type where their right brain basically doesn't function, and they've used the opening to rewire a creative space that is highly profound, which channels body intelligence. Boom, I'm a Pythia. Boom. My name's Echo. I'm an echo of my DNA intelligence, of my soulful presence. And that's how I found it, is I thought, let's try holding my Pythia inside. And I was like, boom, oh, everything makes sense. Because that's what I am. I loved the myth of my subconscious being Apollo, because that's something that somebody like me needs. I need a creative space to live where I'm half in, half out of my creative delusion, myth making. Bow. Your move, world. There's no room for an oracle who's not privileged. What are you gonna do? I'm also super smart. I also have like absolutely no ability to take care of myself. That's your problem. I was better until you traumatized the already short-circuited right brain of me into a complete trauma breakdown zone that I literally will not enter. Will not. I'm always feeling myself here. Always. When I go over here, it's about trauma, period. This is a trauma back out. Oh, I was in here too long, forcing my way through, trying to get help, trying to communicate in ways that are traumatizing to me. I have to go lay down, wake up, just play with my creative space. I haven't had a brain scan done, dude, because I haven't had help. I would go the scientific route to help this be grounded in logic that I don't have. I have creative rationality. Guess what? I'm not taking pills. I'm nonviolent. Are you gonna put me away? Are you gonna put away an oracle just because they're trans? You gonna put away Shakespeare? That's what he was. That was a creative schizophrenic. I know it in my bones. How else could he create? Everyone is always like, how is that creator so profound? How is the creation that man made so deep, of so many layers? Because he was writing beyond himself from his subconscious. What's the deal with the Black woman that people are confused about? Maybe she was Shakespeare. Yeah, no, she was the person who like helped him, definitely, contain the flow. Or it's all conflated. But whoever the source of that is, I can tell you from my bones, is a Pythia. That's an oracle who used it for creation and storytelling. And that's why I say Shakespeare more than I say Pythia, is because Pythia was out there writing big time, this is myth for the future history of the world. And I think that bitch probably really thought it was a god. But Shakespeare was just like, dude, I'm crazy and it's working for me creatively. And I got voices in my head and I create these characters and they just flow out and it just comes in. I'm just like always writing. It's like, okay, I'm going to write a sonnet today, dude. And it's going to be the best thing anybody's ever read. And that's what the idea is like the mind gets obsessed with consistently reworking English. It's like I have emotional memory that is photographic. And I would say everyone does in their body, but I have access to my photographic emotional memory. And I use that when I write because my writing is an emotive, creative thing. And so everything I write is stored in like a photographic memory. And I am constantly evolving my language. I will never write anything that is the same because I can't. Because every time I sit down to write, I'm like, okay, we're going to do this better or different, or more or less, or something different. It's always, I'm a variation artist of the highest order. And I have written entire like sections of books where I'm like, every single paragraph is going to be super dense and I'm never going to reuse the same word once. And it's like, hot. It's like, this is not something to be medicated and put away. This is a person to be protected. And just because the world is so backwards retarded about all spiritual myth making and religion, and it is taken spiritual retardation, we have to say the word, because that is what it is. It is so absurd and literally of occlusion from completeness of spirit. It is a retardation of spirit and heart and connection to the body. And I have a, look at this, no, I don't. It's a gift. I was gonna say I have a retardation of my mind. It's not. I have a disability. I have a significant disability. And I'm getting pissed, dude, because I'm reaching out to people today and you know what they're saying? They're saying, oh, this is, I appreciate this just sounds less delusional. Let me tell you about how I believe you should probably still be doing medicine. Okay, let me tell you about how this is you perpetuating my trauma loop. And let me tell you about schizophrenic genocide in the gentlest way I can. And let me get a phone call from somebody else who is of the best intention, who's doing their best, who I ask to listen with an open heart, and they do. And when I'm done, they say, okay, I hear you about the antipsychotics. There's other medicines and stuff you can use. And I'm like, that's the first thing? That's the first thing? That's the first thing? I haven't had a chance to live without the looming shadow of not having a place in society once. And I will not have anxiety when I'm not being tortured in isolation and stress. I have debts I can't even get bankruptcy filed for. I haven't done my taxes for 2 years in a row now, and I can't. And I can't get on a path to getting help. And people put restraining orders on me because I'm reaching out as my creatively delusional, completely fucking blustery tree, non-violent, just loud and intelligent and mean now self. And people are like, well, you need to treat the meanness. You need to treat the wildness. It's like, you need to stop isolating someone by community who has been disabled violently. You fucking mean people. Jesus Christ. All right. Echo out. I'm gonna do another video before I get up off my ass. I tried to say seat, and I meant ass. And it's gonna be a good one.